Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. The death of renowned record exec Clive Davis divided the internet this week, leaving little room for holding opposites, the idea that two truths can both be correct. The former head of Columbia, Arista and J Records changed the sound of the world by bringing us artists as diverse as Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Miles Davis, Sly Stone, Alicia Keys, Jennifer Hudson, Phyllis Hyman and Earth, Wind and Fire. Because of Davis's distribution deals with black music labels run by L.A. Reid, Babyface and Sean Diddy Combs, the world also knows the Notorious B.I.G., Usher, Outkast, Toni Braxton, TLC and many more. Despite accomplishments, one look at the vilifying comments on any social media post celebrating his long-standing run and influence in the music industry revealed a lesser-known parallel legacy, raising questions about events from Davis's professional life that have long sparked debate about his decade-spanning career.
I know opinions on Clive Davis are deeply divided, and some people have chosen not to mourn him publicly. Even so, I am genuinely saddened by his passing. As the person who first believed in me, he gave me an opportunity that changed the course of my life. He signed me, made Songs in a Minor the very first release on J Records, and it was his vision and confidence that helped bring my voice to the world. But I also remember the controversies. I remember how Kelly Clarkson publicly accused him of pressuring her creatively and making her feel bullied. I remember that he was dismissed from CBS in 1973 over allegations of misusing company funds. I remember the questions that have been raised over his financial ties to Sean Combs, whose legal scandals have become impossible to ignore. And I remember that in 2012, when Whitney Houston died in the same hotel where his pre-Grammy party was being held, the event continued despite the tragedy, and Whitney was the artist many considered his most cherished protege. So this is where I stand. The opportunity he gave me was real. The role he played in my success was real. Those are facts. But gratitude should never require us to rewrite history or pretend that every decision was beyond criticism.
Oh. Ma, where you at?
Right here, what's up?
Clive Davis just died.
Who?
Clive Davis.
So you mean to tell me Clive Davis has passed away at the age of 94? I woke up shocked this morning because this man has single-handedly outlived majority of the artists he was connected to. And listen, I know that there are some people who are probably in his family or X, Y, and Z that are very, very sad. But what I am saying is I need a documentary. I need a documentary of the artists that he was connected to that seemingly had a weird passing that happened. You know, a lot of people don't like Clive Davis for the mere fact of when Whitney Houston passed away, he continued with his pre-Grammy party saying the show must go on, and they hadn't even removed Whitney Houston's body from upstairs. There are some people who don't like him because of what happened to Janis Joplin, Phyllis Hyman, all these artists that we've heard out throughout history. And I'll say this, okay? When they came for Diddy, a lot of us, including myself, was like, when is Clive going to be next? When is he going to be next? And Clive has escaped somehow. He escaped somehow, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up on the side of YouTube, okay, that talks about it all. That talks about it all. And I'll say this, if they were right about Diddy, allegedly, you know, he is in prison right now, allegedly, then what else could they have been right about? I need a documentary. 50 Cent, get on that.
Anybody else find this to be strange? Clive Davis is unalived at the age of 94. And what if I told you this is another one of their rituals? Because he was a longtime Knicks fan, right? And he's unalived 9 days after they won their first championship in 53 years. And they just so happened to win their first championship in 53 years on June 13th. The 13th, stay with me, because Clive Davis was 94 years old when he passed away, right? Well, what does 9 plus 4 add up to? Oh yeah, 13. And that's not all. because he is unalived 79 days after his recent birthday, and 79 just so happens to be the 22nd prime number, and in gematria, nicks add up to 22, and that's not all with this ritual. Because he was the former head of Columbia Records, right? Well, Columbia Records adds up to 94 in one of the ciphers, and he passed away at the age of 94. And obviously, he was also this guy's mentor, Diddy's mentor, among other things. And speaking of Diddy, if you include the end date, it's been exactly 33 weeks from Diddy's recent birthday, and New York also adds up to 33. So again, it's always by the numbers.
Now, I don't glory in nobody's death, okay? I don't glory in death. I don't glory in nobody's demise. That's just not the way my heart is set up. However, I have so much to say. Oh my goodness. First of all, this death is symbolic. I'm going to say Babylon is falling, and those who get it, get it. Those who are going to understand what I'm saying, my perspective, you're going to totally get. Babylon is falling. Do we realize that Clive Davis was a J person? Kanye told us. Nick Cannon told us. The basketball player, I forgot his name, the little NBA, he told us too. And when they told us, they were deemed as hate speech. The music mogul has controlled the industry. Oh! I gotta speak, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say that the music mogul have went on to glory. I can't report that today. But I will report that the music mogul executive, record producer, founder of a lot of your legendary artists, Clive Davis, is no longer with us, okay? And he was Diddy's mentor, okay? Just want to say that, put that out there. He gave us people like Alicia Keys, and he also gave us people like the great Whitney Houston, right? In all of that, there was some suggestions with a lot of different situations that they never sat right with me, okay? The night Whitney died, that ain't never sat with me. I just couldn't talk about it because this man had people in high places, okay? And when I say this man had people in high places, he is one of the high placed people that I'm speaking of. So it never sat right with me because it felt very celebratory. You mean to tell me someone that you were super close with, very close, you've known her since she was 18 years old, you find out this tragedy, okay? Hours prior, before the Grammy party, you decided to proceed with an event as saying we're going to celebrate her life. No, you were celebrating something else. Oh, because see, people don't know the deep, dark secrets of the industry. Some have suggested that it was him, Clive himself, who used his connections to seize the blackmail tapes that Diddy had on some very powerful people. It was said. Now, whether that's true or not, I can't confirm that, but I'm saying this was what was said through the grapevine. Y'all ever heard of the grapevine? It was through the grapevine. The Bible speaks in Revelation 2:9, and I think again in Revelation 3:9. I need y'all to go read that scripture. And that's what the Bible speaks of. And I don't know. Clive, 1 + 1. I don't know. Just read them scriptures. Poor Diddy, he done got locked up, and now his mentor done passed away. Child, I know he is over there. Oh my God. He is not only you locked up, but now your mentor. The one once you got out can make it right, can put you back on the scene, put you back on the map. Ooh, baby, that's different. I don't know who can. I want every documentary. Anybody who needs to tell, it's your time. You're free now. Freedom is here. This is very symbolic because Babylon is falling. Whoever needs to tell, I need you to come out. Justin, you out there? It's your time now, Justin. I don't know if you got anything to do with him, Clyde. I don't know. But Justin, this is your time to shine. I need every documentary. I need everybody, all the victims, everybody. I need folks to come forward. See, they couldn't do it when he was alive. He was a too powerful man. He was a powerful man. People don't understand. When you get into the upper echelons, the biggie wigs, you just have to hush until your time. Ooh, this is a sign. Y'all know it's the last days if Clive didn't got up out of here. Clive is gone. He didn't got up out of here. We is in the last and evil. Baby, he was 94? All that power, all that money, and he didn't got up out of here? You know, child.
Clive Davis has passed away at the age of 94. Wow, this guy lived a long life. Rest in peace to Whitney. Clive Houston as well. Two icons. They're no longer here with us. A lot of people had good things to say about Clive, but also some things they said about him weren't good. Clive was big in the industry. Very successful. Made a lot of money. Made a lot of connections. Rest in peace, Clive. Clive Davis was big in the game. He was dealing with all the big dogs. All the big famous people had to tap in with Clive Davis. You know what time is it? He's no longer here, guys. He lived a long life. Longer than most people. Don't you agree? Rest in peace to Quincy as well. A lot of the icons and legends are leaving. And there's been a lot of people passing away this year in 2026, especially celebrities. His birthday just passed. He turned 94, 6 years away from 100. That's a long life. Everybody's gonna remember him. Everybody knows Clive Davis. He was big in the game. I'm just letting y'all know that Clive Davis is no longer here with us. Rest in peace to him. Word is he passed away in his home in New York. I don't know nothing else, guys. Let me know what you think and let me know what you know about this. Rest in peace, Clive. I'm out.
Clive Davis passed away, and I feel like that might actually spark a change within the music industry. Because I feel like he was actually one of the main gatekeepers within the music industry. And so I feel like with, you know, these people who have been in charge of the music industry, and we know how crazy people's deals are and how the music industry just treats artists, I feel like with one of the main gatekeepers no longer there, I feel like people are going to start speaking out more about the music industry. And also the fact that Clive Davis hosted his Grammy party knowing that Whitney Houston was not alive upstairs in one of the rooms of the hotel. Like, that's crazy. And also, whatever note that was passed to Brandy from Whitney Houston, like, I'm going to just need the information to start coming out because Brandy looked scared. And that's another thing. I feel like there were probably people within the music industry, specifically artists, who were scared of Clive Davis. And I don't know that to be 100% fact, but just by the way things look and how the music industry is and how we already know it is, I'm just assuming that when there's a gatekeeper who's been in that position of power for decades, there are people who don't necessarily want to cross him or upset him or whatever the case may be. Also, it's kind of weird how these record labels will take out life insurance policies on their artist and then the artist will pass away. Just crazy things. But I do feel like there's probably going to be a documentary about Clive Davis. I just feel like there would really be a major change within the music industry if people just basically started talking about what was happening in the music industry that they weren't necessarily speaking about before because of fear for what might happen or the influence of Clive Davis. I just feel like that's interesting, and I just want to know what was going on because I feel like now artists might come out and just say what was actually going on that maybe everyone doesn't know. But I feel like there are some things that are like, what? You know what I mean? I just find that interesting, and I just want to know.
So Clive Davis has died. And who else is with me that, like, I just feel as if, like, Satan himself was like, my son, welcome. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be so dark, but that man, I feel as if it's evil. Like, spawn of the devil evil. Like, I'm behind so much more than what you actually think evil. And I just can't wrap my head around him actually being a good person. You know how sometimes you can, like, look at someone and be like, you know what? They seem like a decent person. They do. You can even see people that you know have made mistakes, you know hasn't had a perfect life. But you can be like, you know what? I feel as if that person has changed. I feel as if they do genuinely have a kind heart. They've made mistakes, but they have a kind heart. When I think about and see Clive Davis, all I see is darkness and negativity. I do. And I think that he is actually a mastermind behind a lot of messed up things in entertainment and also in politics. Yeah. Funny angle, right? Absolutely. I have some proof. But anyways, R.I.P.
It's only Monday and we have a fresh death on the horizon. Clive Davis, unfortunately, has passed away at the age of 94. He is responsible for signing the late, great Whitney Houston, among other artists, but unfortunately, he has passed away. Rest in peace, sir. Thank you for giving us beautiful music and artists.
I'm just getting into bed at work, and I just found out that Clive Davis passed away. You know, the one discovered Janis Joplin and Whitney Houston and Fantasia. And there's other victims, celebrities and singers he discovered that I thought I would get into it and tell you more about what a legend and a legacy he leaves behind. And then I decided, no, because we're not going to celebrate these people anymore, right? So, yeah, because I've already done a video about doing that with Conor McGregor. So we're not going to do it for Clive Davis either, but he died, age of 95. Thought I'd let you guys know. Have a great night. Yeah, good night.
Whitney! Whitney!
I don't fight. I don't wrestle. I beat bitches up. Remember that?
Clive Davis, dead at 94. Yep. This is real. This is real. This is real. Whitney Houston, Phyllis Hyman, baby, because I'm from Detroit. You already know I know that one. Justice for Mariah Carey even, okay? Like, so many people. I already know where he went.
I wonder how many NDAs were broken the moment it was announced that Clive Davis has passed away. Or are in those NDAs, it's like, after he dies plus like 35 years, like, what the fuck is going on? I know Diddy was distraught, baby.
I don't care. Do it for Marcus. Fuck Marcus. Well, do it for me. Fuck.
I'm just saying love it because I can't. I love it. It's my dad. It's my dad. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Mom, come see her. Come say hi to. Come say hi to your godfather. Come say hi to your goddad.
Please let us know what you think about this video and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time.